Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amber and I love all things handbag related, with a little bit of emphasis on the brands Vera Bradley and Lug. I also occasionally do some content, rarely, related to concealed carry and how that works with all of these beautiful bags that I love. So if any of that sounds good to you, then stick around and let's hang out. So for today's video, I've got, I guess you would call it a pre-loved Vera Bradley haul. It's just a bunch of random items I've picked up here and there and everywhere in between. And then at the very end, I have a little surprise. That little surprise that I hinted about several videos ago, a few weeks ago. So let's just get started and I'll fill you in as we go. So this first item that I picked up was called the Rosy Outlook Bag Charm. And I realize that is the name of a current Vera Bradley pattern, but this is in the leather that they did quite a while ago. It's actually the leather and the suede, but I just thought it was so cute. I found this on eBay for like $7, $7 or $8, something like that. And I've got the Carson shoulder bag in this exact same fabric, the same color, the same little stud detail, all of that. It's called Toasted Hazelnut, and I absolutely love my Carson, so when I saw this for super cheap, I grabbed it to go along with it. It is a functional coin purse, and it's not huge. It is pretty small, but that's what the interior looks like. So super cute little thing. But that is the first item I picked up, the Rosy Outlook Bag Charm in Toasted Hazelnut. Okay, the second item that I picked up is this. Not the journal, just this piece. And it was called, I think it was just called like a pen case or a pen holder. But I got it to go on my journal because I love this little journal, and I do keep a lot of my Vera Bradley notes and things like that. My notes for my videos I keep in here. But this doesn't have one of the little pen loops on it anywhere, and I wanted somewhere that I could put a couple of pens. You know what I mean. And I'd seen these somewhere once before, but I know that they're a Staples item, and I don't have a Staples anywhere near me, and the few times I have been into a Staples, they didn't have the Vera Bradley items. So I found this one on Mercari, and it came with like a little, what's it called? Scrapbooking set. It came with a little scrapbooking set and like an ink pen. And I think I got all three of those for like $10. But I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is in the pattern called Bloomberry Blue. So Bloomberry was a factory outlet pattern, and it was in more of a raspberry pinkish red colored background. So this is the same pattern, it's just with a blue background, and it's just got a snap button right there, and I just keep a couple of pens down in it, and I keep it on my little journal thing so that I can have my pens with me when I want to take notes. So that's the second item, the little pen case thing, whatever it was called, in Bloomberry Blue. Okay, this next one is a vintage piece. I found this one on Mercari, I think, for not much at all, maybe $6, somewhere around there. I've had these for a while, so it's hard to remember how much I actually paid. But this was called the Coin and Key, and it's in Ellie Blue. So I've never had one of these, and to be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure if it's gonna be functional for me, if I will end up using it the way that it's intended or not. But I like the idea of it, so I got it to try. So, as I said, this is in the pattern Ellie Blue. So, on the inside in here, let me find one that you can see easily. right down here, this pattern has little elephants in it right there. And I love elephants. I think they are just a fantastic animal. But there aren't any elephants on the outside of this. I don't know if there are actual elephants in the pattern or if they're just on the interior. I'm not sure. But this is the coin and key. So you have this little zipper that goes across the front. And when you undo that, these flap back and you have a little key clip right here, a little lobster clip. And that's to put your keys on, and you can stick it back in here and zip it up, and it's supposed to keep your keys from just flopping everywhere. And then across the top, you just have one large zip pocket. So this is a little bit bigger than a zip ID. Not a ton, but it is a little bit bigger. So, like I said, I'm not sure if it'll actually be functional for me personally, if I'll be able to use it for my keys, but I'll let y'all know. I'll keep you updated and let you know. The next item that I picked up is called the Thai Cosmetic in Citrus Paisley. So when this first came out, Potato Peach, I believe it was, had posted a photo of the one she purchased, but hers was in a different print that is still current, and I can't think of the name of it, but I'll put a picture right here of what I'm talking about. But she posted a picture of one she picked up in that print, and I loved the little case itself. And I asked her where she had picked it up. She told me. I went and looked, and I was on the verge of buying one, and the thing popped up and said they were sold out. So I couldn't get it at the time, and then I forgot about it. And then I happened to run across this one on, I want to say Mercari. I think I got this for around $10 on Mercari, which I thought was a pretty good bargain. So I have shown the mini trapeze cosmetic many times. It's an item that I really like. And this is similar, but it's also very different. So it has it has the exact same shape as a mini trapeze cosmetic. It has this exact same little loop on the end as the mini trapeze cosmetic. But other than the shape and that loop, that's where the similarities end. So this one, you have these two extra pieces of fabric that kind of hang off the end like this. So you could tie this around something. I'm sure you could do a lot of different things with it, but it was just tied in a little bow when I got it, and that's pretty much how I've left it. So, hence the name Thai Cosmetic. And then you still have that little loop like I mentioned right there. And then when you unzip it, this one doesn't unzip the same way that the mini trapeze does. The mini trapeze actually extends out a little bit beyond the case itself, and if I'm not wrong, it actually zips in the other direction. It zips open away from the little loop, and then when it's zipped closed, the zipper ends up on the end by the loop, so you could pick it up like this and your zipper's up here when it's closed. So this zipper runs the opposite direction, and where the mini trapeze is plastic lined, this one is not. The mini trapeze is plastic lined. This one is just like a fabric. And this one has a little mesh pocket in it, if you can see that right there. It's just a mesh pocket. And then the mini trapeze has your plastic pocket, but the back side of it is still fabric. So it's the same size and shape, and I've told y'all a bunch that I don't even really carry makeup or cosmetics with me. So it doesn't bother me at all that this isn't plastic lined. I will still use it as just like a little catch-all, the same way I use my little mini trapeze cosmetics. So Really, really love this item. I've already used it a couple of times. So that is the Thai Cosmetic in Citrus Paisley. This next item I absolutely love, and I do remember this one. I picked this one up for $5 off of Mercari, and it's the Gen Zip ID and the matching lanyard. And correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, but I tried to find the name of this because I know it was fairly limited. It only came out in a few items. This is the Lighten Up fabric, but I believe this was called Toddy Birds, like Toddy, Toddy Birds. If I'm wrong, let me know, because I'm not 100% sure. But this is your typical Gen Zip ID. So you have your flap right here, and this is my favorite part. When you open the flap, this little tiny colorful bird right there. How dang cute is he? There's fuzz on here. But how daggone cute is that little bird? I like, I don't know my birds. I can't even pretend like I know my birds. But I think that little colorful guy right there is super cute. So you have your snap pocket right here. Like I said, this one did come with the lanyard. On the back side, there's another one of those little birds right there. And then you have your zip pocket. And the interior of this one is just kind of a solid red color. But y'all know I absolutely love the Gen Zip ID. It's probably my favorite compact wallet style that Vera Bradley has ever done. And yeah, I thought this one was super cute with all those little birds. And I love that this little guy's kind of hidden until you open the flap, because it's like, nope, nothing to see here. And then you open it up and it's like, bam, yeah. Check out my cuteness. But anyway, that is my Gen Zip ID and matching lanyard in Toddy Birds, I think. So these next two both came from ThredUp. As soon as I saw them, I threw them in my cart because this is a style that I absolutely love. I've found that it works really, really well for me day to day. And I like both of these colors. Now, this one on ThredUp was listed as has tags attached but does have some wear. And then this one was listed as excellent condition. So this one is the factory style ultralight small go ahead crossbody in vintage denim, I think. And then this one is the factory style ultralight small go ahead crossbody in sage. And this one does have tags attached, but look at this. Let me show you how little the people at ThredUp know about Vera Bradley. So the tag was hooked on the back here. Totally fine. That's no big deal. But look at what the tag actually says. Let me turn it this way. Well, daggone it. Can y'all see that? It says triple compartment crossbody in rainforest Twill. So that's what the tag said. Clearly that's not what this is. And I've looked this one over really, really good to see why this one was just listed as good condition. The only thing I've been able to find is a little bit of dirt on the strap, and y'all probably won't even be able to really see it, but I haven't found, there's no wear on it. I see no other stains, no other issues of any kind, so it's in great condition. I'm still gonna throw it in the wash. I have washed some of my ultralight bags and there's been no problem, no issue with it, so they're both going to go in the wash just because. I'll go ahead and show you the interior on this one. I think it's really pretty. I think it's just the exuberant floral pattern, but in a different color scheme. But I really like it. I love blues and grays and whites and all of that. So that is the vintage denim, I believe. And then for the sage, and I will say too, these last few items I have to show you all came from ThredUp, but they were all packaged really well this time. They were actually stuffed. They weren't bent and folded. There was plenty of room for everything in the box. They weren't smashed together or anything. So, and here's the interior on the sage, which I like this one too. But if you're unfamiliar with this style bag, this is the Ultralight small go-ahead crossbody from the factory outlet stores. So on the outside of this bag, you get a slip pocket on each end. So you have one here and one here. On the back side, you get one zip pocket. No other pockets inside there. It is just one large zip pocket. And then on the inside, you get one zip pocket back there along the back. And that is not a huge pocket. It is fairly small. And other than that, you just have the large open space. The straps on these are not removable, but they are fully adjustable. So this is plenty long enough to be a crossbody, shoulder bag, whichever you want it to be. But I really, really, really like this style bag. And I love both of these colors. This one is kind of like a baby blue color with a little bit of a gray tint. And this one is that olive green, sage green, military green color that I've kind of went a little wild with lately. I'm sure y'all are like, Amber, we're sick of the green. But anyway, that is my 2 factory style ultralight small go ahead crossbodies in vintage denim and sage. Then next on ThredUp, I saw this little wallet to match this bag. And I'm usually not a matchy-matchy person, but again, I love this green color. I didn't even realize it, y'all, but my pants I have on today are that same, like, sagey green color. I've got a problem. But anyway, this is the, let me see if I can remember the name of this. This is the Ultralight small RFID bifold wallet in sage. I believe that's the name of this. So there's no pockets on the outside of this, which if I had one criticism, I would say that I wish there was a zip pocket with a little gusset back here. If there were a zip pocket with a gusset on the outside of this, then I think it would be even better than it is. But it's a snap button closure, and on the little snaps, the snaps are connected on these little tabs right there. And I think that that's so when you have it snapped, if you have it really full, it can kind of expand a bit with those tabs. But inside here, I have it upside down. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 card slots on this side. You have a slip behind all of those. You have this little key clip with the quick release mechanism that can lay down inside there, or you can let it hang out, attach your keys, attach it to a bag, however you want to do it. And then on this opposite side, you have a zip pocket, and behind that zip pocket is another slip pocket. So I think this is a really cute, really neat little small compact style wallet. I have one more of these in the traditional cotton, but I haven't tried either one of them yet. I just got this one, but I haven't tried my cotton one yet either. So to be seen how well I like them in actual use, but I like the look and idea of them. So that is the factory style RFID small bifold wallet in sage. Next, again from ThredUp. This is the Performance Twill Multi-Strap Shoulder Bag in Dover Mauve. And that's showing up on camera lighter than it looks to me in real life. I recently did a lug video where I showed a bunch of my Metro XLs, and when I was speaking about the ocean blue one, what I was seeing in my video feed back to me while I'm recording made the ocean blue look a lot lighter than it actually showed up in the video afterward. So as I'm saying, this looks quite a bit lighter to me. When I go back to edit, I may be completely wrong and it may be showing up more accurate. But this is a really, really pretty color in person. It reminds me of the lavender sky because under different lighting, this can have a completely different look to it. It can look more pink. It can have gray undertones. It can look more of a taupey, tan, beigey color. It's even got hints of like a lilac to it in my opinion. But this is the regular Performance Twill multi-strap shoulder bag. Now, I got this for a great price. I got all of these items from ThredUp for a great price because they were already marked down on a sale, and then I had additional coupon codes and things like that. So all in all, I think this came out to right around $22. But the caveat being, in the pictures on ThredUp, it did not show the longer adjustable, removable crossbody strap. And I've purchased a few things like that in the past where the strap was inside the bag and they just didn't show it in the pictures. So I didn't know if this one was going to show up with the strap or not, but either way, for $22, I was like, it's fine if it doesn't. And it didn't. This one did not come with the longer adjustable crossbody strap. And this is, this isn't black. This is not just a black bag or just a navy bag that any strap is going to match. But I have so many straps in my collection because I have so many bags that I've already found about 4 that are really, really close to this color or extremely complementary to this color. So it's a non-issue for me. I don't mind mixing my straps with my bags and using something that's more complementary than completely matching, or you know what I mean. So I've shown this style bag on my channel over and over and over, but you have your magnetic slip pocket on the front. You have your 2 shorter grab handles right here. Traditionally, this comes with a long, adjustable, removable crossbody strap, but this one does not have it with it. On the back, you have a single slip pocket that only goes from this strap to this strap. This is pretty much just a cell phone pocket, or the size of a cell phone pocket. And then on the inside, again, you have 2 slip pockets on the front wall of the bag, and then a zip pocket on the back. Let me zip that up and show you this interior, because I think it's super pretty. I think this is the same interior that's on the lavender sky. It may not be. If I'm wrong, y'all can let me know, but I think it's the same interior. But I think it's super pretty, and I absolutely love that it's on a white, creamy background because it makes it super easy to see inside the bag. It gives you great visibility. So that is the Performance Twill multi-strap shoulder bag in Dover Mauve. And then the last item that I picked up before I get into the surprise was this little beauty. This is the Mini Emma, I think is what this style is called. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this one's called the Mini Emma. And this is a style that I did not have yet. I have my Mini Marlowe up here right there. Actually, it's right out of frame. Y'all can't see it. But this is about the same size as a Mini Marlowe. So I think it'll be really, really easy to use. This one is the black leather with the blue trim, if you can see that there. So it's got blue trim on the handles, around the top of the bag. All of the piping details are blue. And I love black and I love blue, so this was right up my alley. It said it was in good condition. It didn't say great, but I zoomed in on the pictures the best that I could to check everything out, and I see absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's got a little bit of wrinkling, but nothing bad at all. There's no corner wear. There's no wear to the little handles. There's no wear on the longer strap. It's in fantastic condition. So let me pull this stuffing out and I'll show y'all the features of this little, I think, what's going to be a tiny but mighty bag. So this style comes with the two little grab handles there. And then it also comes with a longer adjustable removable crossbody strap. It is one of the buckle adjustments, so it's not my favorite. It's not ideal, but it works fine. And that longer strap attaches to these little D-rings right here. So you have one right here, and then the other one is right here. So they're on opposite sides. And then this is kind of like a triple compartment bag. So you have this zip pocket in the middle, and inside there, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but the inside is like rosewood, the pattern rosewood, but with a blue coloration. And you have 3 card slots. Yeah, you have 3 card slots right here. So you have 1, 2, and 3. And that is a small pocket. It's definitely a small pocket. But then on each side of that zip pocket, you have these magnetic sections. So you have one on each side. And on this one, which is the front wall of the bag, this one, there's no additional organization. But in the back one, you have another little zip pocket in there. And I love that interior. Rosewood, I think, is beautiful anyway, but when you put it in blues, you're still in my heart. So that is the Mini Emma in black leather with blue trim. I don't know what they actually called the coloration, but I'm definitely a fan of the Vera Bradley leather bags. I don't think they were hugely popular because the leather bags didn't stick around for, you know, a super, super long time. But I think the leather quality was really, really nice. I have quite a few of their leather bags that still look like they're in fantastic condition. I use them fairly often. I use them more in the winter than I do in the summer, but I love it. I definitely think the Vera Bradley leather bags were underrated. So anyway, that is the Mini Emma in black with blue trim. Okay, so now let's talk about that surprise. This is another giveaway. I hope that you guys are going to love it. So let me give you a little bit of my thought process as to how I picked these items, and then I'll tell you how to enter. So a couple of months ago, I'm sure that most of y'all recall that I was so kindly and so generously gifted a tissue case, a Vera Bradley tissue case. So let me grab that and show you really quickly. So my amazing friend Karen sent this to me just as out of the kindness of her heart. She was so sweet and so kind and so thoughtful and generous, and she gifted this to me. I had made a video about items that I wish Vera Bradley would bring back, and I didn't have one of these, so it didn't cross my mind to say that I wish that Vera Bradley would bring this back. And I had several of you in the comments that said, I wish they would bring back the tissue case. I wish they'd bring back the tissue case. And I was like, yeah, I totally agree. That didn't even cross my mind, though, because I don't have one. And Karen and I had talked about it, and she was like, Amber, I have an extra one, and I would love to give it to you. And I was so blown away by her generosity that it just... I'm not going to get into that big spiel again, because y'all know how I get. But anyway, so once I received this, I have used it every day since I got it. I pack it in every bag that I have. I always make sure that there's a space for my tissue case. And after that video and after those conversations, and when I showed this one that I had been gifted, there were quite a few of y'all in the comments that were like, oh, I'd really love to be able to find a tissue case as well. So, y'all know how I am. I went on a mission. I had searched for these over the years, but it wasn't something that I, really went full force toward. I would look for them, and then something else would get on my mind, and I would forget about it for a while, and I would go back and look again. And every time I went to look for one, I couldn't find any. But after I made that video, and there were so many of y'all that were like, I would love to have one too, I made it my mission to find another one, you guys. I made it my mission. Well, I finally succeeded a while ago, about 3 o'clock in the morning. I succeeded, and I found one. Now, it's not in the same print, because I couldn't find another one in the Pirouette Pink. But I found one in Jazzy Blooms. So this one has the beautiful bright orange interior. It's got the same magnetic flap, the same zip pocket across the top. And I will put the picture up here. This was listed as new with tag, and it does have a tag attached to it. But I want to go ahead and state this very clearly. I cannot tell you that this is brand new. I cannot tell you what kind of home this came from. I cannot tell you if this has ever been in contact with smoke. I can't tell you if this has ever been in contact with animals. I simply don't know, because it was not my item, and I just don't know what kind of home it came from. So I'll give you an up-close look at it. It looks like it's in perfectly fine condition to me. I see no issues. I can't smell anything on it, but I can't smell the best right now anyway, because y'all know I've been sick and I'm still stuffy. So I don't see anything, I don't smell anything, but just be aware that if you enter this giveaway, I simply cannot guarantee where this has come from. So anyway, I was waiting on this to be delivered, and it got delivered, and I thought, this will be an awesome giveaway, because there are so many people that still want a tissue case. And even if you've already got one, and you're like, I want another one, I want a backup, feel free to enter. Enter if you want. But while I was thinking about it, I thought, my channel started out as a Vera Bradley channel, but over time, it's morphed into more of a Vera Bradley and lug channel. So I felt like for this giveaway, I had to include something that was a lug item as well. And so I started thinking about it, and I thought, what would be a great lug item to include with this giveaway? And it was a clear choice once I thought about it. So it had to be the Metro XL. Y'all know I have talked about it so much, how I absolutely love this item, how it's one of my favorite items that Lug has ever brought out. And this is in the sunset orange color. I'm not going to take it out of the package because it's brand new. It still has the tags attached. I'm not going to open it because this is for whoever wins. This one is mine. I just put it back in the package for now because I switched out of this one and went into another one after I recently received all of my Metros. But the reason I went with another sunset orange is really simple. So at this point, Lug has released their Metro XLs in all of the new prints and colors and all of that. But the only way that you could get this sunset orange color was if you either A, purchased their last holiday box in the color edition, or B, you were like me and you were a crazy person and went and tracked one down until you could just buy it from somebody. And so after I purchased mine, my first one, and I've used it to bits, I told you guys that I have used it since the day that I got it. And I only recently switched out of it and I went into my Metro Blue, my Ocean Blue Metro. So this is an item that I really do truly love. I think it's a fantastic little wallet catch-all, 14 different uses, right? So I wanted whoever wins to be able to get the exclusive Sunset Orange color. Because as I said, they've released the new ones, so if you want a butterfly gray, you can go buy that. If you want the ocean blue, you can go buy that. This one is much more difficult to track down now. So I figured the coveted Vera Bradley tissue case with the exclusive Lug Metro XL in Sunset Orange was going to be my perfect next giveaway. So how do you enter? Okay, so I'm not entirely sure what day I'm going to be posting this video because life, right? I have to get it edited and I have to get it all put up and everything. So, depending on whatever day I post this video, the giveaway will close 1 week from today at midnight. So I will put the end date on the screen right here. So be sure to get your entry in before midnight on this day right here. So all you have to do to enter is leave a comment, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, make sure you have your notifications turned on, and then leave a comment below and include the keyword so leave a comment, make sure you're subscribed, include the keyword, and you will be entered into the giveaway for these two awesome little items. And again, I will leave the date up there. Make sure you get your comment in before midnight on this day. I'll put all of the information, everything you need to know for the giveaway in the description box, just in case I'm so nasally that it's making it difficult for you to understand what I'm saying. But that is my video for today, y'all. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I hope that if you wanted a little bit more information about any of these items, that I was able to help you out. If you did need more information, then I hope it was just a little bit of entertainment for you. A little bit of a way to pass the time or make the day go by better. I don't know. I just hope you enjoyed it in your own special way, whatever that may be. If you guys have any comments, questions, or you just want to say hello, or you want to enter the giveaway, make sure that you leave me a comment down below. I love to chat with you guys. So I am going to shut up now, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.